Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, William Ruto has come to finalize his tour in Homa Bay County. And today, it was something that was very unfortunate from those so-called and unbranded Nyanza leaders that were trying to show themselves that when William Ruto was going to visit Nyanza region, they were the main key players when it comes to assisting William Ruto's tour in Nyanza region. These leaders, you know them very well. We are having Evans Kidero. We are having the CS of ICT, that is Eliud Owalo. We are having the former governor of Kisumu, Ranguma. We are having people like David Ochieng from Ugenya constituency, Siaya County. And we are having several so-called failed politicians of Nyanza region. And also, William Ruto was having a plan that in anything that now these elected leaders from Nyanza region will not come out to welcome him or assist his tour in Nyanza region, then he was having already alternative. An alternative, he had already a team that had a meeting before even he he visited Homa Bay today. As we speak now, William Ruto visited Kisumu during evening hours. And also the same response that we've seen in Homa Bay County is the same thing that we've seen in Kisumu County. I told you that when William Ruto was announced that he was going to have a 2-day tour in Nyanza region, Raila Odinga himself called these elected leaders from Nyanza region, that most of them were elected in ODM party under Azimio la Umoja. And also Raila Odinga had certain meeting with key allies from Nyanza region, that whatever they were going to do was to ensure that they were going to welcome William Ruto. Welcoming William Ruto as the president, it was just a decision that they made because they were not having option. Their option was to defend their, of course, decision making when it comes to voting and also the result that came out the other time. I want us to look at areas, the reasons why Raila Odinga and his team decided that they were just going to welcome William Ruto in Nyanza region. But before we do that, ladies and gentlemen, ensure that you subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. You put on the notification bell that when I upload my videos you get notified. For those who are returning subscribers, I want to appreciate you so much because of the wonderful job that you're continuing to do. Please consider liking this video. Welcome again. Now, the plans of William Ruto has been thwarted. And I have several reasons why William Ruto's plan has already failed. And Raila Odinga's plan has successfully went the way they planned. Number one, William Ruto planned that if these local leaders from Nyanza region were not going to welcome him or assist him, then he was having other alternative. And the alternative was to ensure that he was going to court this failed politician from Nyanza region. People like former governor of Kisumu Ranguma, people like Koth Obado of Migori, people like Eliud Owalo, who is the CS of ICT, the member of parliament of Ugenya, that is David Ochieng. But by the way, I've not seen David Ochieng for a long period of time, since there was certain drama that time he joined William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza. And several leaders that came out advocating for William Ruto in a way that Raila Odinga was going to plan these so-called elected leaders from Nyanza region that were going to reject William Ruto's tour. That is number one. That he was going to cut these so-called people like Kidero to be as safe Nyanza leaders. I want to go to the side of Raila Odinga. The reason why Raila Odinga called every Nyanza elected leader to ensure that they're going to assist William Ruto, of course, to tour Nyanza, the side of Raila Odinga, number one, is that Raila Odinga wanted he wanted that William Ruto not to raid his backyard. And by the way, it is difficult for William Ruto to raid the base of Raila Odinga in Nyanza region if Raila Odinga has already said that I have given you authority, assist the president, welcome him, and also escort him while touring various parts of Nyanza region. And that is what these leaders has done. So William Ruto to come out to raid with his personal selected leaders from Nyanza, now he abandoned those personal selected Nyanza region as alternative. Now he has decided to work with the so-called elected leaders that Nyanza residents elected them. So whatever he did was to praise them. Even you could see that at a certain point, William Ruto came out while they were addressing people in streets. He came out to praise these leaders, welcome them. Tuko na Millicent, tuko na Millie Odhiambo, tuko na gavana wenyu hapa Gladys Wanga, tuko hapa na John Mbadi, chairperson of. In fact, he came having a humor on John Mbadi that he is the chairperson of ODM, hiyo party yetu ya kitambo, hata mimi nilikuwa hiyo side. So this was just a type of humor, but he was adding popularity of these leaders that were elected in ODM under Azimio. Rather, what he could have done, if these so-called allies of Raila Odinga could have rejected William Ruto's tour, then he could have raised this so-called Kidero, so-called Elidowalo, so-called Raguma, in a way that was going to raise the pulpit of political circle in Homa Bay. Imagine today, if Gladys Owanga could have rejected William Ruto's visit and he could have not organized the welcoming ceremony of William Ruto, then it means that he could have used Kidero. And this is something that we were told, that if there was rejection, then Evans Kidero was going to chip in, because you know Evans Kidero is the first enemy politically to Gladys Owanga. Because you know the election, Kidero was number 2, Gladys Owanga was number 1. And even they went to court rejecting the result of Gladys Owanga declaration. So after that, he was going to raise Kidero's name, moving around the streets and also chairing certain meetings. And that is how Raila Odinga thwarted so-called his enemies that were in Nyanza region, that were trying to emulate, or their prospect were to ensure that they were going to destroy Raila Odinga. But in a way, Raila Odinga has destroyed them positively, in a way that Raila Odinga's political circle is still strong. So Raila Odinga's plan has succeeded. William Ruto's plan to raise certain pulpit political circle of certain individual that he personally selected them now has failed. And even you could see these so-called allies of William Ruto that he selected them to escort him, they were back. Those who are being seen frontline were people like Gladys Wanga, people like John Mbadi, people like the senator of Homa Bay, Moses Kajwang. People, in fact, I saw at a point where William Ruto was having a chat with Millie Odhiambo. Things were good. So this is the new politics that is being played by Raila Odinga. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Have you accepted, according to my opinion, that those people who are planning to destroy Raila Odinga, if these allies of Raila Odinga were going to reject William Ruto's visit, has failed? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of your support. Please consider liking, commenting, and sharing this video. And most important thing, please don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye till we meet on another video.